Just thinking about our unemployment rate of 33.6% and how our crime statistics break all sorts of records worldwide. And, as a South African, I'm just so tired. South Africans, we are tired of a government that never keeps promises. We are tired of a government that has been talking about dealing with crime. Every time a police minister or some provincial commissioner comes on TV, they talk about we are fighting crime. But the crime keeps getting worse. Every time you have people have economical, conferences and the president is reporting on the economy, it's always about we're going to do this, we're going to improve our economy like this, but our unemployment rate keeps rising. So you have South Africans that are stuck in a situation where you've got no job, you're not safe in your own house, and you have a government that is in charge that keeps saying and giving all these promises to South Africans, and none of those promises get delivered. So South Africans, we are so tired of a government that is so deaf to the cries of our communities in townships, communities in suburbs, communities in rural areas to say, guys, we are not safe here, man. It is not safe where we live. We get robbed. Our kids get violated. There's kidnappings. There's all sorts of things that have to do with crime, and the government just does nothing. This government doesn't listen to anybody. Young people are graduating every year by the thousands. But our unemployment rate keeps going up. There's no improvement in the economy. Nobody is willing to give up on their ideology and focus on what works for the economy. So we have a government that is so exhausting for South Africans that everything that we want is not delivered to us. And if you think about what South Africans want, we want very, very simple things. Give us our services. We're talking about roads, water, and electricity. Fix the South African police service so that criminals can be arrested and be sentenced into prison. Stop the issue of, stop lawlessness, man. Restore law and order. And number 3, just come up with a good economic plan that can improve this economy and make sure that our unemployment rate can go down. We need to at least get to about 10% until we can talk about progress. So I was just thinking about that today. Say, South Africa, we are so tired, man. We're tired of a government that does not want to do anything right. We're not asking for too much. All we are saying is, give us safety and security, give us services, make sure that the economy is working, and we will do the rest. We don't want anything else from you. Don't do us any favors. But what we're asking is, do what your mandate says you should do. You're supposed to protect us, and you're supposed to grow the economy so that people can get jobs. So you can improve people's lives, man. The quality of lives of people needs to improve. We've been stagnant for 15 years now. So I'm just exhausted as South African, man. We are tired as South Africans of, political manifestos, man. We want, stop giving us manifestos. Give us a plan, a plan of action, where you can tell me what you're going to do, where, how long. And then we evaluate that every year to make sure that we're on track. Stop giving us manifestos about your dreams and wishes and all your ideologies. Give us a plan of action about what you're going to do, how you're going to solve it, how long it's going to take, so we can evaluate you. All we want is services. All we want is safety. All we want is jobs. That's it. Your job with the salary that we pay you is to make sure that those things are in place. And when those things are in place, we can be safe. We can walk our streets at night. Our kids can be safe when they go to the mall. We're just asking for that. But what do we get in return? We get a South African police service that is infiltrated by criminals. We get lawlessness that is promoted at every chance. We have a situation where our unemployment rate is 33.6, and then our president just wakes up in the morning and behaves like everything's normal. 33.6%. You Google the unemployment rate of countries around the world, and you will see that it is the most unbelievable number. 33.6% of South Africans are not working. And the youth unemployment rate is at half. Half of our youth are unemployed. What cocktail are you trying to mix here? You have a high unemployment rate of youth, and you have crime over here. This is not a good formula. So we have a government that is determined to stay in power, regardless of all their failures. We have a government that is determined to occupy positions of power and very important seats, while they know very well that they have no capacity to fix the economy, they've got no plan to fix the economy because they're willing to die on that hill of communism. So South Africans, we're tired, man. As a South African, like I'm exhausted. Every time I think about what the government does, when a new statistic comes out about crime or kidnapping or unemployment, like I'm exhausted. So all we're asking our government to do is give us services, fight crime, bring back safety and security. We know what it's like. We experienced it before. And like, have an economic plan, not a political plan, an economic plan to get out of this ditch that we find ourselves in.